Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Loop Hero. I ended up liking this game more than I thought I would in our first episode. I was not planning on doing a second one initially. I figured I'd just give it a try, but I ended up liking the music. The gameplay seems fun, and I really want to see where this goes. How it continues to evolve, and what synergies and things we're going to discover here. So. Let's get back into it here. If you remember in our first episode, we went through kind of what seemed to be our first run, I guess. I don't really know if what counts as a run in this game in the roguelite sense. We got to town, so I don't know if that means we stop that run or we keep going, how exactly that all works. But we were kind of learning the basics of gear and card placing, see how things combined, and yeah, so let's get back into it here. So I'm going to continue where we left off. Okay, okay, hold on. I wasn't expecting us to be outside of town here. I thought it would bring us back right in town. Okay, well, hold on, let's look here. So this is definitely our run. I guess it put us back right before this, because it looks like we're right before the campfire. Can I just go back? So return to the camp while you're still alive and walking. If you retreat... Oh, so this is kind of related to the risk reward. So since I'm right before the camp, I will lose some of the stuff. Okay, so let's stay and then retreat as soon as we walk past the camp, which looks like we're right near. Yeah, so now I can take it all. So I guess it put me back right before my camping. All right, let's retreat. Let's see what happens. Do we have to go through all this again? Oh, yeah. Huh. That's weird. Okay, I apologize. I guess my save did not work. I'm just going to skip through this. If you remember, we went through this dialogue in the last part. Basically, this lady's just telling us she didn't expect anyone to be alive and that they want to help us. So, we'll definitely take some help here. So I'm just going to go through and do the same thing I did before. We can look at our stats here, of course. You haven't been killed, all that. So let's build this field kitchen again. So if you remember, this gives 10% to Campfire's healing power and unlocks the Blood Grove card, which I don't think I can see yet, but that'll be cool. Hopefully we'll get to see in today's episode. So let's go ahead and buy this. I'll just put it right to the left here. And yeah, once again, skipping through this, just the cook telling us stuff. Okay, so now let's see how this works here. I'll have to remember that for the future. I guess it doesn't save in the town, which is slightly weird, but I'll look into that as well. I'll have some friends who know the game, so maybe I can ask them if there's a better way to do it. So, in terms of any other building, it looks like, so we can do upgrades here, but of course we won't have enough for that. Pretty much need more of anything, or of everything, excuse me. So let's just, and we can't build any of these other buildings, so let's just head out on our expedition here. Let's see how this works. Oh, interesting. So, okay, so now we're getting to see the chapters. Okay, so I was wondering how this would all work. So chapter 1 is, looks like we're in. Enemies have 0 to 1 abilities, strength, it's not resource. Interesting. So I wonder, so we play specific classes based on what, oh wow. Oh, look at this. Hold on. I gotta look at all this now, and now we're getting into the complicated stuff. So, just wanted to, before I skip on from this, so Warrior doesn't have any particular benefits or disadvantages. 2 damage for each second of the fight, highest durability. Interesting, I didn't know there was, oh, I guess when they say durability, they're probably talking about health, not like equipment durability. So it looks like we only have these certain stats here. So this is cool. So we have a few chapters here, I guess. I didn't realize it was going to work like that. So if we go into our deck menu, now this is interesting. So we can actually change what cards we have listed in our deck. So how does this work? So it seems like there's different types of cards here, which makes sense. So there's kind of these things that you place. These are the ones you place directly on the path that spawn things. These are the ones that you place on the outside of the path. So if you remember, like we placed the spiders on the outside, we placed the lantern on the outside of the path, like to the edge of it. The rocks and meadows. Oh, and you can see mountain in there, which is pretty cool. If you remember, we made that mountain peak last time by putting a bunch of rocks and mountains together. And then meadow, so these are things you just put anywhere. And then, so these are cards. So treasury, gives you random basic resource. Oh yeah, so I guess these are kind of, I don't know exactly what this tier would be, because these are kind of different. It's interesting too, I don't know exactly what these symbols mean. So this one that erases a tile has kind of like a 1 2/3 of these little circles. These ones don't have any. These have like 2/3. I'm sure we'll find all that out. This game, I bet they'll be pretty good about tutorializing things. So, looks like our new Blood Grove card here, the one we just unlocked. So, let's take a look at this. Can be placed adjacent to the road near other trees. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15 HP yet. Less than 15% HP left, excuse me. Huh. So interesting. So you'd want to put this near a lot of fights, or near a lot of enemies, so when you fight them, they're easier to kill. That seems pretty cool. So let's take out... It seems kind of like that's a similar thing to the Road Lantern with just making fights easier. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Well, let's see. Can I... Oh, I can just add them all. Oh, I see. So I wonder... Oh, no. Okay. I was going to say I thought the circles would relate to like how many cards. So it looks like you can play in between 7 to 12 cards. So if we unlock another card, we'll probably have to remove one of these. So, but right now we can just add the Blood Grove and go from there. So that's pretty cool. So you actually choose what cards you're getting. Okay, well let's get into it here. So you can see all of our cards there. And yeah, so that's kind of seems like the meta game aspect. Oh, we do have a different path. I mean, not that, you know, it's still a loop, still a square. Not that it's that much different, but... So let's get into this here. I wanted to see, too, so you can speed this up. I wonder what I would want it to be on. Let's try combat speed on 2, expedition speed on 2, see how that changes things. Because I don't want to go too fast since I'm still learning. So you know what, let's put, since combat speed we're not doing anything, let's put expedition speed on 1 since we still need to be placing stuff. And by the way, I did make my, I'm looking at here, I did make my camera slightly smaller so that hopefully I'm not covering up as much on the left. I figure the left is still the best place to put it because, you know, you want to be seeing this inventory stuff on the right side here. And you want to see my hand. Maybe down in the bottom right here to the left of this like rest button would be good. I'll try that out for future episodes maybe. We'll see. Also, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments, please. But okay, so I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time. So we're going to place rocks up in the top right, meadows in the top left. I don't really know yet if there's any reason I should be placing those in different places. But we'll see as we get into it. So if you remember meadows, they don't have an adjacency bonus, so I don't think they're going to be like... oh, let me equip this ring. Pure damage regen, seems good. I don't think they're going to be like the rocks where we have to put them next to each other, but still good to put them all in one place so we don't mess up our adjacency bonuses. So we got a spider cocoon, let's throw that here. And a cemetery. Remember, cemetery goes on the path. Let's put that right after our campfire. Oh, I keep forgetting that when you mouse over an enemy, it pauses things. Okay, so we got our cemetery here. Let's put this here. And here's our new Blood Grove card. So I'm going to pause for a second and think about this. So its roots devour enemies that have 15% HP. So we want to make kind of like an area where we're doing a lot of fighting. So let's put the Vampire Mansion right here. Actually, right here. And then the Blood Grove. Can we put this on top? Wait, how does this work? Why won't it let me play this? Is there like a resource I need for this? A living forest, wait. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Complete place. Oh, can be placed adjacent to the road near other trees. Okay. So I need to get a tree tile. So I think that's the ones that summon the rot wolves. Or, excuse me, rat wolves, not rot wolves. I'm thinking magic. Oh, here we go. So let's see. Does this count as a tree? Because this is the rat wolf card. This is exactly what I need. So let's try this right here. Aha! Okay. So now, I guess I probably should have put it down here, but... So this Blood Grove is going to help us in the fights here. Vampires will get added to this fight. So hopefully, that's going to give us some benefits for that fight there. Alright, here's a battlefield. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm kind of just stacking up like all of our things in this one area here. But, I mean, a lot of these things want benefits in fights, so it seems like they'd be good to put together. Let's take a look at our inventory quickly here. I want to just make sure we're equipping things as we go, especially right now. We don't really have anything like specific, you know, we're just basically we needed things equipped. So, okay, we're doing good here. We're one-shotting stuff. So let's get in our grove going here. This time I'm going to try to put stuff in a different place. So let's go mountain. I'm going to pause for a second, get a few cards. I don't know if there's something that's like you want to place the mountains like and then the rocks on the bottom. We'll see about that. Okay, so vampires are going to go right here. And then we'll just put some meadows down. So it's cool, as we place these things, we get the resources that we use. Like, so right now we have 5 rations and 5 pebbles. So those are the resources we use kind of in the post-game, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is slightly better armor. Let's put that on. Slightly, not a better ring. Now, that might be a better ring. Pure damage, defense, regen. Yeah, that's way better. Wow, it's just strictly better. I guess there is rarity, because that looks like it's an orange ring. Oh, you can see we have a chest there. That's pretty nice. Do we grab that? Oh yeah, here we go. That's funny. So the chest actually becomes a fight, so the vampire gets added to it. Whoa. Ghost of a ghost. Oh, is that because of the... Hold on, was that because of one of the cards I placed? Battlefield. That's right, it's from the battlefield. Sorry. Forgot about that. For some reason I was thinking that was something else. Okay, so we got a beacon here. 40% movement speed within its range, 20 attack speed for all units. So let's go ahead and put this, let's put it right here. So it affects, well, I guess let's put it here and we'll try to add some more fights there. Get our meta going, get a rock. Okay, so these fights are going to be getting a little tougher with the vampires added, but we do have the extra benefit of the vines, if you see there. So any enemies that we're killing will get hit with those vines. Or any enemies that we lower enough. Ooh, we're starting to get some better weapons here. Let's throw down in our spider grove. I wonder if those have adjacency bonuses. Though right now I can't put one, but we'll just put it here. So let's check on our gear. We have a rapier, so 6 to 10 damage. Vampirism, that's probably the best thing I can get right now. This is definitely a better shield. Armor, definitely better. So I got to remember to look at the number. So we usually, it seems like things that are higher numbers in the bottom left of their item menu there are going to be better on average. We got our ring here. Counter. Interesting. Let's try that out. Counter seems pretty good. Broken longsword, definitely not going to equip that. Alright, so we're looking good here. So I also noticed last time, right near the end, there is this boss meter up in the top. So map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. So now that we know how the chapter stuff works, I'm assuming to get to the next chapter, of course, you have to beat the boss. So looks like as the day progresses, this just automatically fills up. So we're basically in a survival game here. And of course, since we went to the campfire, everything completely reset. So I guess our goal here is to build up enough strength through our campfire stuff, like back at town, that we can survive long enough and beat the boss. Alright, so this is not a strictly better shield, but I am going to equip it because of the defense. These guys having evade starts to cause issues, I remember. Alright, let's get our cemetery going here. We'll put that right next to the spiders. Okay, and our mountain. Okay, let's think about this here. So we have our vampire mansion here. I think the goal, we just want to make fights as tough as possible for us because that gives us better loot, I assume. So we have a mace here, 6 to 10. That sounds good. So let's put our spider cocoon here and a vampire mansion here. Then we'll get our meadows going. Let's get in our grove. I assume we don't want to make like the entire area like vacant. Or what I mean by that is I'm assuming we don't want to have areas that are vacant. So we'll start to put some things up there too. We're definitely doing good damage now. It does seem like it sorts things, like lower end things, into the bottom here, which is nice, so that, like bottom right of this menu, so that they get taken away. Got another lantern. So the lantern is weird because it's like, why would I want to reduce this one? I guess if I'm worried about my health. Treasury, we definitely want to get going, and I'm going to put this over in the bottom right here. So this will give us resources. So this is something we can place meadows near. We'll get our grove going up here. Let's put the road lantern. Let's try to make this like a safe spot here. So this is like kind of, we have our tough area here and here. We'll kind of try to make the top a safer area. We'll see if that pans out. Okay, so we just passed our camp again here, but we're looking plenty fine on health, so I'm not really worried about this. Place our mountain here. I wonder how many mountains it takes to get to a peak. So we have our mountain. Oh, okay, well there we go. So it looks like 9 is the answer. So I had 9 mountains and rocks, and it turned into a peak. So it looks like it's a 3x3 tile structure there. So if you remember, this gives a huge buff, 120 max HP, 5 max for every adjacent mountain and rock, so we'll just keep placing stuff there. And then we get that heartbeat fight, which, once again, very interesting in this game with the enemies, that they're like, oh, yeah, we're just doing our own thing, we're trying to survive, and the protagonist keeps asking them, like, can't we work together? But they don't seem to want to, even though we're kind of working for the same thing. So, anyway, that's kind of a story thing, but it's very interesting, the idea of how we're trying to recover the world here. Remember the world. So, let's place some more things here. So, here's another road lantern. Let's just once again buff this area up for less spawning. When I get a battlefield here, I wonder if there's a limit to number of cards you play. I mean, I guess obviously there's a limit on space, but I'm going to put in our treasury here. Let's put another battlefield right, how about right here? So we'll get some more chests there, and the ghost potential, and then the beacon. Let's put in our beacon here. So this is 40% movement speed within its range, 20% attack speed. So this is kind of like something we'd want to put in our safe area, I think, so we go through it quicker. So let's keep going here. Looks like we don't have anything worth equipping at the moment. These skeletons are pretty tough. They're doing good amount of damage. But we did get a... Oh, now there's a level 4 thing. That's really nice. We got one of them. Yo, this ghost thing is terrifying. It's like a bunch of babies or something in there. What the heck? Okay. Oh, so here's that Oblivion card. Now we're going to start placing our meadows near the treasuries so that we can keep getting nice rewards there. So yeah, if you remember this Oblivion card, this is the one, still, like I said, don't know what like this 1.5 circles there means, but this is the card that lets us remove a tile. So still haven't really found a use for that, but if there's something that we do end up not liking, I wonder if you can select targets here. Because it's like, why would I not hit the vampire before the chest? Now let's equip for a second here. So this is definitely better armor, because it's the same HP value, but gives some damage and regen. Rapier here. This, I think I'm going to take this for the increased damage. This shield is definitely better, just strictly spare stats. Although, this one gives counter and vampirism. Yeah, let's actually put that on. It's level 4 as well. For our ring here, I'm liking the counter ring, I think. Yeah, if you saw there, we just as I mentioned it, we got a counter. So that's pretty nice. Alright, we got our Oblivion here. This range is 16% evasion. That is not bad. Let's throw that on. That's probably better than counter, because evade is just... Well, I guess counter implies it would be... I would hit the enemy as well. Oh, what is that? Wait, hold on. What was that enemy? Hold on here. May spawn something dreadful from the remains? Oh. Okay, so that's going to be kind of scary, whatever that thing is there, when we go back. Here's in our blood grove, speaking of, and let's just put another one of those here, right next to our vampires. We'll continue putting rocks, so I wonder if we can get a second peak here. We should have a heartbeat. Yep, there we go. I was about to say we should have a heartbeat coming out soon. It's been about 2 days. Looking at our boss meter, we're doing well on that. We're a little over halfway. Let's place down our mountain. And as you can see, we're moving a lot faster in our lighthouse area here. That does give attack speed to the enemies, though, so that's interesting. Okay, our mounted guard here. We almost, so we need, if we get 3 more, we would theoretically have enough to make our peak, if you can make that many like that. Oh, there's 2 more. Get 1 more from one of these wolves. That's our lantern. I wonder if there's any, that's what I was trying to think about when I first was doing this in this run, if there's anything that's like, oh, you want to place the mountains in the middle, the rocks on the sides, anything like that, but I'm not sure. We're just going to get another, I don't really understand these road lanterns, like how to use them yet. I guess since we're having these groves here, let's put this here maybe so, because I'm kind of worried about this, this like skeletal looking guy here. I don't know how strong he's going to be, so... Then, you know, maybe we need one in the bottom here, because there's a lot of stuff spawning. Like, when we don't get back here, oh my gosh, I did not realize there's so many spiders and things. Our shield here. We also, looks like a goblin camp. Okay, yeah, this is a huge fight. Oh my. So our evasion's helping us out a lot here. Okay, let's see. Are we going to get in our peak here? We did not. So, maybe... Either you can't have multiple peaks next to each other, or I might mess up with the placement, but they are at least, these ones are benefiting the peak because the 5 max HP, so maybe I'll put some more here too. Let's get our Spire Cocoon going right here, right after the camp. So yeah, I didn't notice, but it looks like goblins spawned here. If you remember, they kind of just came in on their own last time, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Oh, let me be careful here. We have some level 4 weapons. Broken Longsword. Even though it's broken, still seems better than our current. This ring gives pure damage. I definitely like the evasion better. Shield. Yeah, we're going to keep our current shield. So we have counter and evasion going on. Oh, I didn't notice, by the way, the stats you can see in the bottom right, we can see like, oh, we have 8% counter, 60 evasion, HP per day, all that. So that's pretty nice. HP is still looking good, speaking of. Looks like we have an Iron Heartbeat flying down here. Here's our grove for rat wolves. And these goblins are pretty tough. They have really high evasion, it seems, and they get, enraged after an ally dies. So, but nothing we can't handle right now. Attack speed, vampirism. I really just like that evasion, man. I kind of want to keep that right now. So let's get our grove going here. We'll put next to that spider nest. The spider nest can go here. Having our cemetery here, and our grove. So, yeah, this is the thing that's interesting. We're handling these enemies well. I wonder if there is a point when it gets to like, oh, you want to avoid placing stuff because you're kind of, you're getting too much is spawning and you're going to die to it. But I feel like you would want to keep killing stuff because that gives you better gear. So, let's just keep going with this stuff here. We're going to place in our cemetery here. Our grove. I don't want to place. I want to place more stuff here because this bottom area would seem to be filling up a lot. So we're gonna lay off that for a minute. Okay, let's get some more rocks, mountains up here to give me some more HP. Oh, and our goblin camp just came in. If you saw that there, blood grove. Let's put that here. I definitely see why it's called a blood grove now. Yeah, so chest just spawned. So it seems like the chest... So, wait. So, let me read this more carefully. Battlefield spawns a chest on each loop. Okay, so that's why. So we got to the camp. That's why. I guess, too, with these Oblivions, one thing you could say is it's like, oh, it's nice to be able to get rid of... if there's too many enemies. Oh, wow. What is this ghost? Oh, shoot. I didn't even get a chance to look at him, but he was evading a lot. We're getting some more meadows here for more resources on our treasury. Now this armor looks amazing. Wow, that gives us a lot of evasion too. So we currently have 28 evasion, which that evasion could give us a reason to put on this ring, which I think I'm going to do. Because now we still keep our 12% evasion. Which I might be holding on to too much, but evasion seems really good. Okay, so here's a chest for us to grab here. Very nice. Looks like an orange level spear. Unfortunately not as good as what we currently have, I don't think, but that's alright. Get our meadow here. Yeah, I was wondering the last time I did this, what was the hand size, and it looks like we might run into it here, because we're, well, not necessarily, but we're stacking up these Oblivion cards. Let's get our Spider Cocoon and our Blood Grove. our meadow. So we are about to fight this bigger guy here. There comes some flesh golem. Oh my. Okay, this guy has a ton of health. Has vampirism. So I also noticed there's enemy tribes here. So like vampire is undead, vampire has a soul. This guy's living plant has a soul. So I'm sure there's going to be things in the future that are like more damage to enemies with a soul or something. Oh wow, now look at that. That guy gave us a ton of stuff. He gave us a level 5 ring. Let's take a look at this. Pure damage, damage to all, defense, attack speed. That seems really good. I currently have 20% vampirism, so I think I can afford to equip that. It's level 4 armor, not as good, but gives counter. Not as good as HP. Pole arm. So it's interesting, there's pure damage and damage to all. I don't quite know the difference between those yet. I think I'm going to not equip that. It doesn't seem as good. I like the pure damage. We are getting pretty close to our boss spawning though, so this is exciting. This is definitely going better than last time. Last time around this point, we were about dying. Oh, look at that! Okay, so we fully filled the treasury. Oh, it became a new thing. So it's an empty treasury now. Spawns a gargoyle every 3 days, and it gave us a ton of resources. So that's pretty cool. So there is that's actually really cool. So there is a benefit for filling those up completely. I might want to start putting a peak over on the left side here as well, because it looks like I can't build an adjacent peak, so maybe these rocks are kind of useless if they're not getting that. Let's get in our cemetery here. Let's put it right there. And in our road lantern, this does say they can stack, so, but let's just put it down here because we're getting a lot of spiders down there. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna get our boss potentially coming up in the next day. I don't know. Oh no, never mind. So how does this progress? When this fills the boss of the chapter, I guess it just progresses when you kill enemies or over time? I don't know exactly. That's probably not a better shield. Now this axe does enough, even though it has no extra effects, I think it does enough damage that it's worth it. 19 to 29 is really good. These shields. I need a shield. No, that's not as good. Oh, here's a shield that is probably better. Level 5. I keep forgetting. Oh, hold on. Let me pause for a second. I almost don't want to lose this one. 13 defense, 9 evasion, 9 vampirism. This one is 2 damage to all, 9 vampirism, 14 defense. Let's go for this one. Level 5 shield. I keep forgetting that these skull, like, to me that looks like a helmet. But I guess we don't have helmets yet anyway. This is enough a defense boost. I'll lose the evasion, I think. So we got a few tiles here. Let's put in our vampire mansion down. And let's get let's get a peak started next to our groves up here. Having our treasury over on the left, although we probably won't get to it anytime soon, and in our beacon right here. So at this point, you probably notice I'm kind of just placing things in free locations. As we go, we'll learn and we'll probably get new cards that give new adjacency bonuses and things. So I'll probably get better about that. But it seems like right now, like mountains and things, there's not much penalty, just place them on the sides. And we're doing pretty well in combat here. Speaking of which, let's look at these rings. So you got to be on top of looking at your equipment because they go away quick. Defense, counter. Nah, that's not as good. Okay, so we might get our flesh golem spawned here soon because we are getting a lot of things killed to that, or by the grove, by the blood roots. Oh, yep, there is one right on time. Let's get our grove here and our beacon for the movement speed, which can stack. It was the road lantern that can stack. Getting our treasury here, although I don't think we're going to be filling up all of our treasuries. Oh, okay. Looks like we're getting the boss here. Incursion. Radiates with powerful energy that devours space and time itself. It's time to face the destiny in this world. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, looks like the boss is spawned. So, I didn't know if we get to it this run, but looks like we are. We have pretty good health. We have a lot of fighting to go through here, but as you can see, this boss meter completely full up there. So, we're just going to do everything we can to... Oh man, the music changed. The music in this game is so good, man. We're going to do everything we can to prepare for this. Let's get a battlefield there. Get more rocks, because that will give us more health. And the meadows will give us a little more. Well, I guess we're not going to get to an... Oh, here's a heart at the end. I don't know if it counts how it's going to work with a day? Like, does it count as getting to a new day when we get there, or a new loop when we get there? For things like the trash. Well, I guess to be fair, the meadows spawn at the start of the day. Sorry. I had to pause for a second. I'm going so fast. There's a lot happening. What I meant to say is, it looks like the meadows give us HP at the start of the day. So hopefully we can get an. We can see HP per day is 50. So hopefully we get our day started before we go for the boss. Now, let's just place a few things here. We're about to have some more fights. I would love to get in our mountain before we go, as that will improve our max health a lot. We're one rock away, so we might be able to get it. Wonder where these gargoyles went. I haven't seen one of them yet. I'm looking on the map. That might be one of them there, or maybe that's a heartbeat. I can't quite tell. Ooh, we're a little under half health here. It's looking a little scary. Maybe... I wonder... Like, here, let's try this Oblivion card. So if I remove the Goblin Camp, does it kill these guys? Let's see. It does not. Okay, so... well, good to know. I kind of wanted to avoid that fight, but that's alright. Why are we getting... all this loot is bad. What the heck? I need some better loot, guys. I'm about to fight the boss. Okay, this is getting very scary. Well, I mean, let's just get into it here. We're gonna see how we stack up against this thing. Oh shoot, it's the Lich. Yo, I mean, okay, final boss time, right? I'm just kidding. Chapter 1, final boss. How is it possible? Let me do a Lich voice. How is it possible? That's right, you didn't devour me like the rest of the world. Haven't I? You really don't think so? What are you talking about? I'm standing right in front of you. Yeah, obviously, come on, dude. I consumed all of your reality. It's every element now. It's every element now rests in a separate pocket dimension. What's up with this guy, man? Is he just evil? Why does he want to consume the reality? Spaces, living beings, information, even memories. They shall remain there until entropy does its work, turning everything into a uniform static mass. Along with you, of course. You're insane. So what do we have here? I see you found a way to interact with other pieces of your reality, organizing, combining, and merging them. But how? I don't see any exceptional talents or knowledge in you. You hardly even understand what's happening, right? I definitely am a little confused about what's happening, so... I'll tell you what's happening. A pile of bones is butchering my world, and thinks to that. And thinks that it can get away with it. Yo, Protagonist has great energy right now. Chad energy, if we're being honest. You're already doomed and you know it. Perhaps you're just the first in a series of systematic errors a problem I must learn to solve. This guy, he's just like a programmer. He's like, oh, something went wrong with my program here. What is this? Let's not waste any time then. I don't think you're capable of feeling regret, but I'm about to change that. Shoot, so we're seriously fighting him? Okay, hold on here. Undead Cosmic Mage has a soul. He has 678 health, 98 damage. Oh my. Researcher. Health and damage are increased by 5% for every Lich's Palace at the start of the battle. I assume that will matter later, because I don't think I have seen any of those. Let's just see how this goes here. Oh, he does so much damage. I don't know if we're going to kill him before he kills us. Oh, evade? Come on, we need more evades. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, that was so close. I think that one evade saved us. Oh, that's so clutch. Wow. I am glad I kept that evade armor on. I made a decision earlier that was like, I'm going to keep evade for this. Oh my gosh, that was close. We did go in with about half health, but I don't know if there was much I could have done about that. Wow, okay, that was intense. Nonsense, this is impossible for so many reasons. He's like, what's wrong with my code? I don't understand. Now put everything back to the way it was. I don't think it's going to be that easy, sadly. I can't. I've already completed my task, even if the result is not perfect. You are in no position to refuse, you sack of bones. He's already received everything I could gather. I just wanted to see how our crusade against the universe would end. To witness that, to witness what would come of it, my presence is no longer required. By the way, I saw in the main menu there was a pixel text option. I might turn that off because I'm having a little trouble reading these. My presence is no longer required. Who is he? Yeah, what is this? So he's just like a pawn in this game? I get it. You're connected somehow, right? That's why. You will find out soon enough. This anomaly will not escape his attention. my explanation would be meaningless to you now. No, come on, do the classic villain thing of like, you're so confident that you'll win, you'll tell the plan, right? So spare me your wheezing and just die. If that sack of bones was telling the truth, I have a long journey ahead. I will build my whole world from scratch if I have to, and the skull of that monster will be the first brick on this foundation. Let's go. Okay, got some good gear there. Your reward. New trophy, just starting out. Resource assortment. Okay, the boss has been defeated, but your journey doesn't have to end. You can retreat to the camp with all your findings, but remember the world will forget all your deeds. It always forgets. I guess so that's the explanation of why everything's reset. So, I think I'm going to... I got really good gear. Oh man, I'm going to stay. I'm going to try a little more and see what happens. Because we have so much to place here. Let's get this meadows going, mountains. Oh, so that didn't make a peak there. Man, I am confused on what causes a peak to spawn. I must have done something with the placement of the mountains wrong. I'm going to have to see if I can find that out. Yeah, let's see if we can go for another loop here. So we got this Dirk, way slightly less damage, but way better with the stats, regen, evasion. We saw how good evasion is there. And a new shield too, defense, evasion. Yeah, let's get that going. Okay, battlefield. Let's get in our battlefield. I think I'm going to try for at most one more loop, because we just have so much stuff here. I want to get all these resources, you know? I want to see how tough this is. This might have been a mistake. Enemy level is now 5. So we can always... yeah, we're taking a little bit of damage. We can always click this. Oh my gosh, we lose so much stuff though. Keep 60%. I might have made a mistake. But you know, it's all a learning process. Let's see how this goes. So we just got a new day, so we got some regen. Oh wow, yeah, these guys are doing a lot of damage. Okay, we might have put too many enemies here. Let's try to use some of these Oblivion cards to clean things up here. Let's see what we can do. Just remove some of these spawners, like this spider spawners. Get our treasury placed here. We're going to fill out this treasury so we get a bunch of resources, which is nice. New armor, it's worse. That's worse. I'm not going to place any more spawners. Please, why is a mountain not spawning? I needed that. Or peak. Oh, we have some new music tier 2. I wonder if this counts as being in chapter 2 now. I guess not, because the boss mirror is still filled. So I guess maybe this is kind of like an endless thing to just get more resources. Yeah, I think we are going to end up having to retreat here. We're just running out of help. Let's win this fight. So this is really pressing our luck here. Let's place more mountains and rocks. I'm going to try placing these in the middle and see. Although I guess we're too close to the edge now. That's the problem. Or too close to the actual road. Let's just see how many fights I can get through. Living on the edge here. Yeah, you know what? You know what? That's about to be a big fight. 4 enemies into 4 enemies. Let's retreat now. I apologize. By the way, we got Orb of Immortality. Book of Memories. Yeah, I apologize. Probably should not have made that move. You're probably all cringing at that, knowing that the enemies just got stronger. But hey, it's all a learning process. Let's retreat here. Okay, we're back. Everybody listen, the Lich is dead. The curse has been lifted, but... What Lich and what curse? I believe you, of course, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Fair enough. You don't remember the dead sorcerer? The one with the fur coat and scepter, shrouded in nebulas, floating above the world on big shiny wings, consuming it piece by piece? That does seem pretty memorable, but I guess everyone's forgetting things is the problem. That's strange, and everything here does look the same. Why? I guess he wasn't the only reason for this darkness then. Yeah, so they alluded to some sort of bigger evil. That skeleton mentioned him. Whoever he is, he must have something to do with the obliteration of the world. It seems I have no other option but to continue my expeditions. Okay, so we're back here. we have some more options to build, although I'm going to save and leave it off here because I want to see how the saving works. I'm going to do a little testing of that on my end. Find out if the best place to save is right before you go back to camp, because it seems like that's where it put us anyway. But yeah, so great progress there. We beat the first boss. We got a ton of resources. I'm sure these Orb of Immortality, Book of Memories, Metamorphosis, Orb of Crafts, these seem like pretty nice crafting materials. So we'll take a look at the town in our next episode. Which, yeah, once again, definitely continuing. I do want to see here. So yeah, now we have chapter 2. We still play as the warrior, but yeah, so we'll look at all this in our next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking, subscribing to the Oblivious Gamer. I've really been enjoying starting this series out here. It's been a happy surprise for me since I, once again, not been expecting to enjoy this game as much as I did. So yeah, thank you all for watching and have a great rest of your day.